Hello, everybody. We're expecting a very big crowd today. Really exciting. I'm joined today with Sarah Bassett, our Head of Growth. Sarah, how are you today?
I'm very well indeed, thank you, and super excited. Really, really been looking forward to this today. So many people registered, and I'm just watching them now piling on in. It's fantastic, really exciting.
So we're going to talk today about the power of AI. And just because we are expecting a pretty big crowd today, I'm just hoping that our Zoom account will take them all. We've upped the number of people that can join. So get in quick. And we will, with those that attend, be sharing the recording as well. If we hit our limit, we will obviously share it else. We'll send it around as well. So we are the Q&A section of this webinar is open today. So please do just drop a yes in the Q&A if you are already using AI. It'd be great to understand how many people have already had a taste of it, because we had a really exciting year last year. We said this time last year, we all made the decision that AI was going to become very much part of what Maybe did. And we've always used AI for sentiment analysis, but I think it's fair to say that last year was really transformational for us. And it has opened our eyes to the world in a very different way. I'm a great believer that AI is not going to replace people, but it's going to help us all do our best work faster. And today is very much about looking at how, you can literally say, I can be a better version of myself. And you've all got the tools at your fingertips today to do that. So we're very much going to focus on that. There's quite a special offer that we've got to make at the end of this webinar, so please do stay to the end. And if you stay to the end, you're going to get an amazing takeaway. So I think without further ado, let's crack on. I think we've still got people flooding in, but I think I like being prompt. My husband always tells me I've been late, so let's not do that. Let's crack on. So what can AI do for you? That's the question. It's, I've seen so much out there. There are so many ads promoting AI, people and visas and robots, and all the rest of it. Look, I'm probably old as regards to techie, but I think that AI is as exciting as the internet, and I think what it can do for businesses of all sizes has yet to be really understood. Today is about ambitious business owners, but if you're an employee, this can enable you to do your best work faster and open up huge opportunities for you. So it's both for business owners and team members that want to do the best work faster. You can leave here today with some key tools that help you reach more customers, grow sales, stay ahead of competition, do better business, and be more efficient. Who doesn't want that? Who doesn't want the day to end earlier and having achieved much more from your time? We're also going to, I think we missed a slide there. We're also going to give you a bunch of proven prompts. For those who don't know what prompts are what you use to make AI amazing. And without prompts, AI doesn't know what to do. We're going to show you how to get access to Maybe AI. And as I mentioned at the beginning, we're going to give you an incredibly special offer that I think will give you the biggest leg up possible. So it's great to see, actually, lots of people said, yes, they've started using AI. I'd like to turn it around the other way. Nobody can see your answers, so it's quite secret. How many people here have not actually used AI? Now, you'll all have used AI in some way, or some form, because it's becoming pervasive in lots of things we do. But who has not used ChatGPT knowingly just yet? It'd be interesting to know that as well. So while you're doing that, what gives us the right to sit here and talk about AI? Do we know anything about it? Very good question. So we have historically collected the data from about 8 million different social media companies, the accounts from businesses, social media. So that was amazingly difficult to say. So we have collected the social media data from 8 million companies across the UK and the US historically over the last 5 years. And in order to make sense of that, we have been using AI for a very long time to look at sentiment analysis and make sense of large volumes of data. Now, we had collected it because we thought that one day we'd be able to do something amazing with it. And holy schmoly, that day has come. So we've been doing things with AI since 2019. And the first thing that we did with AI last year that I think has transformed our business more than I could ever imagine is that we've turned on AI for customer service. We now deliver support to over 25,000 businesses using AI. And we were looking at this data this morning, Sarah, weren't we? I think we served 837 businesses yesterday with answers. And how many people, I'd love you to drop in the Q&A, how many people do you think it takes to now do that? And what the satisfaction rating is? Is anybody going to be brave enough to guess? How many people does it take to deal with 837 questions from different companies? Yeah, they're all in double figures. Yeah, lots of people saying double figures. Well, let me tell you a little secret. With one person who's actually writing quite a lot of blog content for us at the moment and doing an awesome job on that, the one person managed our customer service desk with an AI bot. And what's even more amazing is the satisfaction rating from clients is over 90%. Now, that can only happen because we've fed it so much knowledge. So it's changed customer service for us like you wouldn't believe. And our focus going forward is it's all about how can you personalize AI. So ChatGPT and all the other services are amazing, but actually the challenge, we talk a lot about that today, is how do you personalize it? How do you make it sound like you? Because it's only as good as the content's only good, and what it does for you is if it's an additional employee of your business. So as a business owner, you want to make more money and save on costs. And as an ambitious team member, frankly, you just want to be amazing, but you want to be able to do that in less time. And I think that AI can help both parties do exactly that. What AI delivers is it enables people to do at least twice of their work. And in some cases, if you get really good at it, you can do 5 times your work. The bit for me, and we're going to show you this today as well, is that historically, companies have always had advisory boards. That will continue. But using AI, you can now ask any expert for help 24/7. And again, we're going to show you that. Sarah, how much has that changed the way we write emails?
Oh, honestly, it's extraordinary, really. I mean, it's not just writing emails, it's every internal communications process, isn't it, really? I mean, we've been able to grow at a staggering rate without employing anybody new. It's been very, very exciting, especially the last few months, and obviously the new releases, which we're going to demonstrate later. Yeah, it's really exciting. It's mind-blowing, really.
It's very, very easy to take it for granted, but this is not an example of what's going to happen in the future. This can happen to you, to your company today. Mr. Bezos, we all know who he is. Mr. Bezos runs Amazon, and he says AI is a golden age and is solving problems that were once in the realm of sci-fi. This is here, it's now, it's today. I'm going to show you some stuff that I think is going to make your toes curl. And as Sarah said, we've got some extraordinary releases to let go of today. So this cartoon, I don't think, is an over dramatization of where we are today. AI is like the wheel. If you're saying, no, not for us just now, maybe it's too risky, maybe there's too many other things that we need to think about, please think again. And really, the only question you have to ask yourself is how fast do you want to go? You can't do without a wheel. The question is, how fast do you want that wheel to go? And it's down to each of your team to be able to understand how to implement it. I'm going to talk quite a lot about that. If you look at existing use of AI and how the planned use of it is going to be, I'm nervous about the level of adoption, because it is going to become pervasive in some of the tools we use. It's existing there. So this is looking at what percentage of businesses are currently using it. So 30% said are currently using AI, 33% are planning to use it in the next 12 to 18 months. That's too slow. It needs to be now. We've got 23% of businesses evaluating it, and just under 20% between them, or 15%, beg pardon, have either got no plans or they're not sure. Just remember that what AI can do for you is ensure that each of your team do at least twice what they do now. And if you're a smart member of that team, learn how to be even more productive, because it makes you much more valuable. Again, why do we see the value of this and why we're so excited about it? We touched on the point that we've helped over 25,000 different businesses. And the hardest thing for all of them is, what content do we produce? how do we help the rest of the team get there? Whether they're an SME or a PLC, actually, Sarah, the questions are always the same. We always get nervous before a call with a PLC. And funnily enough, their questions are always the same. It's down to the people, wouldn't you say, Sarah?
Absolutely. Most of it, the biggest question from everybody, from PLC all the way down to, mini me, my little shop on a high street, is what do I post? Or why do I need to do this? Or how do I create, what is a campaign even? It's hard to know where to start. And this is where AI really comes into play, because it can really, really help. You've got the help, as you say earlier, Polly, of an expert 24/7.
So we are going to show you today what AI can do. Before we go there, I want to explain the journey and why we've reached the point we have, and why we're going to show you the selection of tools that we think can make the biggest impact on businesses fastest. If we look back at some of the businesses we've helped over the past five years or so, and we look at those that have been incredibly successful, the two images, actually, the two ladies on the left and the right, both of these businesses have used digital to now start delivering in advance of top end 5, but going on to 6 figures a month through their digital sales. And these are small SMEs. So if it can have that much impact on them, how much can it have in a large organization? Now, they work with us and learn how to use social media very well, how to use ads, how to do content really well. Remember that content word, because we're going to touch on that quite a lot today. But once they learned to do that with us, they then went away and they had to fix a whole load of other problems. They had to find out how to connect their website to a CRM, and how to connect their staff to their customers' problems. And it wasn't just the social media stuff that we taught them. It was all the systems they had to integrate behind the scenes. And that's what's really led us to, we've made a massive change and a huge integration, because we've now added a wide range of services to the Maybe platform. And the reason we've done that is the majority of people get stuck once they've started doing social or one bit of digital. They get stuck with another problem. So AI has enabled us to bundle and develop services really fast, and bundle support with them, because it's not just about the tech, it's about how do you deliver support. And we can now do that 24/7. We look back through all our reviews, and it's always about the technology and the support. We've got great reviews on Trustpilot. Please go to our website, please have a look at them, and you'll see that it's not just the tech. What matters is the support. And AI is now driving our support. AI means that we can work with businesses of any size up and down the country and deliver extraordinary support. And it can do the same for your business. Everything that I'm saying we're doing, you can deploy, whether you're a local authority, whether you're an SME, or whether you're, we've got some really interesting businesses popping up here. So if anybody would like to drop into the Q&A, actually, what's the business they are, it'd be fascinating to know that. But I just recognising some names here. We've got people that are clients already on this call today, as well as a whole bunch of people I don't know, which is exciting. But we've got restaurants, we've got SMEs, we've got a swimming pool, we've got pub. All of you, AI has a purpose for you. Because it can help your team achieve 80% of the output in 20% of the time. And as I said, we've got a very special offer at the end of this presentation, so hang about. Just want to build some suspense there. As Sarah said, we have got something new to show you, and yeah, really amazing. One of the free gifts you're going to get if you get to the end of this is our AI prompt guide. It shows you about 140 pages worth of prompts that you can use in ChatGPT. So you don't need Maybe to do this. You can just copy and paste these prompts into AI. It's what really makes AI work. AI is only as good as the instructions you give it. So we're going to pick up some of these prompts in a moment, and we're going to put them into ChatGPT. ChatGPT is one of, there are a number of programs out there. There's another one called Bard, which is very good, that Google produced. That they're fundamentally the same kind of thing, but they're a large language model which will do extraordinary stuff. I'm going to now take you to ChatGPT. Can you still see my screen? And I'm going to show you how it works. I'm a bit peckish, and I've pre-typed this in because I'm such an appalling typist. I didn't want to have to spell words I couldn't do. So I'm going to look for, let's start with something fun. I want a recipe for fish chowder with sustainable fish. And I'm going to ask that to ChatGPT. ChatGPT is now going off to its knowledge base. Probably it generated because I've left it open. It's thought I was doing something funny. So I want a recipe for fish chowder with sustainable fish. It's giving me a recipe. So it's going off and getting this knowledge from other places, from all the data it's been fed from the web. ChatGPT has some limitations in that its knowledge base ends back. It's coming forward all the time, but there are gaps in its knowledge. If, for example, you're a new company, it might not know about you. And that's very much what we're going to talk around personalized AI and filling those gaps. But as regards general knowledge, it's amazing. If you want to look at the web, you can ask it to look at a website. So here you go. I've asked for a fish chowder recipe, and boom, it's delivered me a fish chowder recipe. So that's nice. And doesn't tell me whose recipe it is. Enjoy sustainable fish chowder aroma is key. Sustainability, choosing the right type of fish. So it's given me a recipe and it's told me to go and make sure I choose sustainable fish. Okay. Don't know about you, Sarah, but I love a Jamie Oliver recipe. So should we say, how would Jamie
Oliver is a bit of a legend. Do you know, I don't think I know anybody that hasn't got at least one of his books in their kitchen. He's like an English institution, isn't he? But yeah. Oh, so what you're going to ask? How would Jamie Oliver
improve this? So I said to you, you can have an expert on your team. Well, right now I'm using Expert Chef. But just imagine if you were writing a board paper and you wanted somebody to review it, you could ask the board paper to be reviewed by Jeff Bezos. You could ask it to be reviewed by Steve Jobs. And literally, so here you go. Jamie Oliver is known for his approachable and flavor-packed cooking style and might suggest a few enhancements to the sustainable fish chowder recipe to elevate taste and nutritional value. You can do that for any subject matter you like. You can do it for property. You can do it for books. You can, anything you're doing, you can pick the expert in your field and ask them to review your content. I now don't write an email without putting it back into AI and saying, how will my recipient receive this? And so whether you're writing, it doesn't matter what you're doing, whether you're doing a school report or whether you are writing a board paper, think about who your recipient is and ask the ChatGPT to review it. I promise you, it makes you look so flipping smart. So I'm going to go on from here. So that's Jamie. I've now had Jamie Oliver tell me that I should put fresh seasonal ingredients in, aromatic herbs, zest of a lemon, splash of wine. Who wouldn't want wine? Roasted garlic. Oh, chunkier vegetables, smoked paprika. You get it. You've got so much knowledge at your fingertips. Driving me insane. I can't get enough of it. So I'm now going to get this prompt guide that you're all going to get access to if you stay till the end. And you can go to here, and there's literally, how many pages are there? 143 pages of some of the best prompts that we have found to use with AI. So I'm going to take the first one. Heading language is brilliant. I'm going to take this one and copy it. You can do this too, so you can copy it. I want to create a dream buyer avatar. That's what you use to create amazing. A great avatar means that you can create great ads for whether it's social, whether it's Google, whether it's DM, whatever it is. You need to know who your customer is. So just copy the prompt, and you can do this for any of the prompts in here. Take it back to ChatGPT. Start a new chat because at the moment it thinks it's meant to be knowing all about fish. So I'm going to drop that and create a new chat. Put this in here. Now, all it wanted to know, should we stick with the fish analogy, Sarah? So it says, assume the role of a premier market research analyst specializing in consumer psychology. Your mission, craft a buyer avatar for, I'm going to do a sustainable fish restaurant. Let's keep with the fish. Sustainable fish restaurant. Have I got that right? Sustainable fish restaurant. A sustainable fish restaurant, convert for a sustainable fish restaurant, just launching. So I'm a sustainable fish restaurant, just launching, and I want a buyer avatar, representing the ideal, look, I can't spell, representing the ideal dream buyer. This avatar will pinpoint the most probable customer one who resonates with values and consistently chooses the product, service, demographics, psychographics, behavioural traits, pain points. Now, this would cost you a flipping fortune with an agency. Pardon any agency there on the call, but you can look, boom, age 30 to 40-year-olds, gender neutral, they slightly lean towards females, occupation, and so it goes on. Giving the price ranges in their income is in dollars. We'll forgive it for that. Urban areas. I could have said where it was actually. I could drill down further and say where we were and see what it came up with. You have now got a complete profile of your buyer. Pain points, the lack of dining options that align with their environmental and ethical values, need for transparency in sourcing and preparation of food. You now know absolutely how to target those buyers. This avatar should guide marketing and sales strategies, focusing on highlighting sustainable practice, engaging with customers on different social platforms. Now, any of you can go to that prompt Bible that I'm going to deliver to you at the end of this call, and you can put your business in there, and I promise you, you will just be amazed at what it delivers. I'm going to do another one, I think, actually. How am I doing with time, Sarah? So embrace the mindset of an elite FBI profiler turned marketing maven. This one's fun, actually. So we're going to go one step further. I'm going to do two more, actually, which is going to give me 20 seconds. Here we go. I tell you, actually, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to give 20 subtopics. No, do you know what? I'm going to let you do that as homework. This one is really amazing. So if you literally put a URL in here, it will then go off and break the content down. I'm going to take this one because this is really fun. It's so much. You might do that as well. Imagine stepping into the world of online. So imagine stepping to embrace the mindset. Mouse is being slow. Right. Anybody thinks this is exciting? Anybody think this is mind blowing? What's the chat saying? What's the chat saying? So here we go. Description of the target product audience for sustainable fish restaurants. Should we stick with sustainable fish restaurants, Sarah?
I think we should. There's a whole mass in Q&A of people saying, can I have the prompts, please?
Yeah. Say at the end. Not if you don't. Stone fish restaurant for Stone Fish Restaurant. Designed to description of what the product does. So it's designed to provide sustainable fish restaurant. Sorry, anybody can't notice I can't type at all. It's due to observational skills. So make them resonate with fish restaurants. So this is going to give you more and more insights about what you need to do to reach the right audience for your target market. Benefit of fish restaurant. So all you're doing is giving the prompt everything it needs to then go off and do it. And off it goes. With every detail, you're not just predicting their behavior, you're practically directing and working marketing with line between profiling all its target person to an art form. So you're now going to get a piece of work back for a sustainable fish restaurant. That would have taken hours, days, months probably to achieve elsewhere. And you can do it for any business you like. You can do it for your clients, for any business you like. You can do it for your existing company, or as a project, and just wow your teammates. Every time I watch it working, it blows me away. What's key is that if we have more time, and I'd like to create more time for you to do this, you can go back and just start asking it more and more questions about this, and you can get so deep. I have to be really careful now because I think I spend so much time talking to this that when I talk to our team, I think I can have work back this fast, which is it's really interesting how it asks. It means that you can expect more much faster. So here, look what you've got. This comprehensive profile serves as a guide not only target but also engage this audience effectively. The key is to weave the sustainable fish restaurant narrative in a way that aligns seamlessly with the values, daily routines, and aspirations of the persona. The marketing strategy should thus focus on storytelling, continuity, engagement, and creating an experience that resonates on a deeply personal level, turning customers into advocates and its brand and its values. And you have got everything you want. You've got their morning routine, their work day, their online activity, where they spend time. If you wanted to drill down and ask about influencers, it would give you that. I'm going to do one more actually that I found that was really interesting about photography. So it's now told you all of this. Sarah, what any other questions in the Q&As? I go off and find one more prompt.
Yes. Yes. Oh, Graham. He's a really lovely chap. It's an existing client who he's an engraver. He's really excited to have a play with the prompts and see what his ideal customer looks like, or his avatar. A couple of people have asked what an avatar is. So it's a computer generated version of your ideal customer, or the person that is likely to be interested in what you've got and what you're selling or what you're providing. And it's really, really useful to create those kind of using data that obviously we've got in the ChatGPT, but to understand what that customer might look like. And that really then helps you to shape really accurately your communications, your digital communications, your offer, your whole company ethos around attracting that type of person. So that's why we recommend creating avatars.
I've lost the prompt I wanted to use. I wanted to yeah, and the great thing about an avatar is that it means it's like you know who your customer is. And if you know who your customer is, it makes it so much easier to talk to them. You know, if I was talking to, it's quite hard doing a webinar because I don't know all of you. So I'm talking to you blind. But I know Sarah, so I know how to talk to Sarah. So it's much easier doing a webinar with somebody else. That's top tip for doing webinars. There's a lovely one here about
yes, sorry, quick question. Yes, guides are absolutely available for clients as well. Just a quick question there. I think clients were worrying that they were going to miss out on the prompts doc.
Oh no, absolutely. Existing client, anybody that's attending this webinar, 100% you'll get that. So as a copywriting coach, provide guidance on copywriting techniques as a crafting. Look, I'm gonna stop because we're running out of time. You've got so much in here, but I found the most amazing prompt earlier on. Might do a photo shoot that was about creating a brief for a photo shoot, and applying it to this fish restaurant, for example, that has now got to go off and get a photo shoot. Shouldn't do these things live. I would do something. Photo. What is it? Video photography. Here you go. 1 more 2. Video photography. Look at this. You've got lots of guides for asking about. So acting as a video equipment specialist, provide insights and recognition, later video photography equipment, tools and software to enhance number 6. Right, provide you here. Imagine you're a composition and framing specialist for a cinematic team, finding instant techniques and rule of thirds, leading to depth. So massive prompt. End of story. End of the day is going to tell you what.
Do you need to chat?
I'm sitting here, so it knows it's a restaurant. Photo shoot scenes for my fish restaurant. So, so it's asking ChatGPT to tell me what. Please create a shoot list for my fish restaurant. Shoot list. My restaurant. Can't spell. ChatGPT doesn't mind me not spelling. I love that. So you've taken the prompt that says how to be an expert, and then please create a shoot list for my restaurant off the back of it. And it should, even with a fairly bad prompt. So it's saying as a composition and framing specialist. Now this is the thing I want you to all take away from this: is you first have to tell ChatGPT how to behave. You've told it what brain to plug in, and it's now taking that prompt that really details how to do a shoot list well, and then it will create the shoot list for you. You can then give to your photographer, and so what you end up with is exactly what you need, rather than just them taking pictures of stuff you don't want. Again, absolutely amazing. The number of times I've employed a photographer to do a day's photography, and then come back with not quite what I wanted. Boom, you've got exactly what you need from people. So it's not just about doing the work, it will help you create the briefs for you to ask other people to do work. So please take this Bible that we're going to give you, use it, because I promise you, if every one of your team did that, you'd have 2x out of the team, easy peasy. Is that fair, Sarah?
Yeah. Well, like I said at the beginning, you know, it has made our business processes so much slicker and so much, we are all doing our best work faster, and we are growing at a much faster rate than we were with the same team members before we started implementing AI into all our systems. I mean, it's just it really is very exciting. And I know that we've got clients that are seeing huge benefits from some of the tools that we're going to be showing you shortly. And you'll see why when we get there.
So ChatGPT, free to use. I actually have a paid account up at 20, I think it's $20 a month, but take prompts, go use them, and incredible, absolutely incredible. Back to our slideshow, and we'll press on. So ChatGPT is good. People say Bard's good. Bard's the Google version. Bard may be better for browsing, but you know what? They're all flipping awesome. So get on with it. But the message I want to get to you is that content's how you get attention. We all spend an extraordinary amount of time on our phones, and content's where the journey starts. A very short video actually I'm going to play you, so you stop listening to me for a second, which I think really rams it home some more. Which is that with us all spending so much time on our phones, content really matters, and this video really brings it to light, and it will give context to what we're doing next. Here we go.
But what did you do to my saying?
I wrote the same, but different words.
Thanks, love.
So I don't know if you can hear that, but there was no voice apart from the end where he said, "What did you do to my sign?" And all she did was rewrite it. And the point I want to make is that today, the excuse yesterday or last year was that I don't know what to post, I don't know what to say, I haven't got enough time, I haven't got enough resource to create content. AI takes that away. We've all got the tools we need to create the right words. The question is just how do you use them, and then how do you deploy them, and how do you connect it all together? So this is very much about, because at the end of the day, content brings money. But the challenge with all of that is that the content is the beginning of the journey. You've then got to find the mechanic to capture. You've got to find the tin to get people to engage with. And as a business, you've got to sell, you've got to upsell, and you've got to follow up. And we know that that's the bit that's really, really hard. So that's why we've integrated so many more services into Maybe. We have, in fact, created a single system that replaces a MailChimp, an Intercom, a HubSpot, a Hootsuite, and even integrates ChatGPT into it. Because whilst it's all amazing, as any size of business, it's incredibly hard to pull that stuff together. So we know that what's made our the companies that are really achieving extraordinary revenue results succeed is our support. So we've integrated support, which we can now do 24/7. We can scale our business, our clients can scale their businesses. And it's those questions, and everybody's got a different question. If we were trying to answer these questions one-on-one, it's exhausting because everybody's got a different question at a different time of the day. So GPT makes it better, but actually it creates another problem, which is that how do you keep all of your team on track? Because if everybody, and I started to see it last year, if everybody starts using ChatGPT differently, you end up with the most extraordinary noise because everybody sounds different. You lose your brand, you lose. It's just got no, I don't know, it's got no soul because suddenly you start to sound very grey. If you don't use those prompts wisely, you can start to sound very grey very quickly. I think, Sarah, you've experienced that too, haven't you? With writing some emails, how it's really easy, or writing content, to think it's done it. Then you actually read it back and you think, oh my goodness, what does it mean?
Well, no, I use it to write the emails, and then I give it to you, and then you put it back in, then you send it back to me and you say, you should have put it back in, Sarah.
But it does actually, it can make more noise if you don't use it really wisely, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You have to be really think about and really talk to it a bit more, with a bit more understanding of who the recipient is going to be, because actually that's where we're going back to the avatar, isn't it? It's about understanding your audience and how to talk to them.
Exactly.
Then when you prompt writing your email campaigns, they become more accurate. But like we say, we've got a tool that we've got that we're going to show you that does most of that for you.
That's the thing. Because we've all to be in tune. There's no good the orchestra being out of tune. And as a team, you need everybody on the same page. And whilst we want AI to help make it better, you can't all be playing out of tune. So I went through a period of overwhelm last year, and we're working really hard at making it easy to make it feel simpler. Because this is the opportunity. How can everybody do twice the work, 5 times the work, and harness experts to make their businesses go faster? We want you to achieve 80% of the output, 20% of the time. So Sarah just mentioned we've got some new tools. Now, everything we do is backed by our support that our existing clients have already got access to. We have launched, and with it is both text and video, which is all integrated into the AI. This year, in fact, we have released, it was on Tuesday, we've released the team, personalized AI that takes all of the prompts that you're going to get in that Bible that we're handing out today, but actually embeds them into the platform. And Sarah's going to do a demo in a moment of this. Now, what this does is it gives you all of those prompts pre-written into our technology, and the technology knows who you are. So you don't have to tell them that you're a sustainable fish restaurant. It actually has a really deep understanding of your business and your brand. So you can ask questions about how to improve your brand, but it already knows who you are. You can ask it to write great content. You can ask it to run better ads. You can ask it to create seasonal content, help strategy, sustainability and ethics. And that's just the beginning. We're adding more and more prompts to it all the time. Our team are doing an amazing job. I'd like to shout out to them right now and say thank you so much, because what we're delivering is extraordinary. Be prepared for Sarah to completely astound you in a moment. And in addition to this, we've also launched a calendar, which is really fun. And again, I think this is just scratching the iceberg of what we can deliver. Where here, you literally can go into it, choose a day. We know which is the thing that's being celebrated that day. We write the content, and the content is written, but not just as National Human Trafficking Day. It's written with your company's specific piece in mind. I think, Sarah, you're going to do some Kiss a Ginger Day stuff for us. Is that right?
I think I might, yes.
So, Sarah, I'm going to hand over to you in a moment. But we've taken 2 clients who very kindly have said that they will allow us to share their data, and you're going to use 2 personas, if you like, Sarah. You're going to look at these tools through the eyes of. I'll let you start sharing your screen through the eyes of Henry Johnson Jewelers and 7View Home Improvements. So should we jump off and go and look at your screen, Sarah? Can you if I stop sharing?
Yeah, you've got to stop first and then I can share.
Perfect. You pull yours up. And thank you to these clients for letting us share their data. It's very brave of them.
There we go. Here we go.
Beautiful.
This is the exciting bit.
What are you saying? I wasn't exciting, Sarah?
Oh no, you were very exciting, but this is my bit now, and I'm excited. I've been waiting for all day to do my bit.
So Sarah, let's do 7 home improvements. I have actually prepped some of the people on the call to ask them beforehand. what they'd like to know. So I'd like to know, and could you all start shouting out in the Q&A what you'd like Sarah to show you. So should we start with 7 home improvements? And I'd like to have some LinkedIn content ideas for them, please.
Okay, I'm just going to start a new chat. LinkedIn, there we go.
Beautiful.
Here you go. Certainly, as if by magic. Here are a few ideas for professional LinkedIn posts that can help establish 7View Home Improvements as a thought leader in the industry. Quite right. As the demand for energy efficient homes continues to rise, 7View Home Improvements is dedicated to providing the latest innovations in window design and installation. So essentially it's even adding in hashtags. So what this personalised AI, which is unique to Maybe, is able to do is look at your previous content, understand what your business does without you having to prompt it every time. And it will give you bespoke content, no matter what the question is that you're asking. It knows all about it. I just find it extraordinary, but this is our latest release. And as Polly's just shouted out to the team, whoop, I think my whoop was a bit whoop, because it is extraordinarily clever.
So Sarah, can we just crack on and look at some other prompts? Can we do some email marketing content for? Oh, I've got actually, I know we've got another one. Somebody would like some Facebook to see their Facebook ad performance, their Facebook performance ad improve. So can you go to a prompt for? Can you go to Explore, Sarah, and go and look for a new email marketing content. Right, great content. So there's a question here as well around why is it different from asking GPT directly. The difference here is that ChatGPT doesn't know who you are, and you have to go in each time and tell it again who you are. So this means that all of your team can use this product and get a result that's on brand. The challenge that you've got as part of a team is that everybody's using GPT differently, and it becomes very grey. This knows intrinsically who you are. So Sarah, shout out, what have you got for
there you go. So I've done email campaign ideas. To boost open rates and customer engagement and email marketing, 7View should consider the following ideas. So upgrade your view campaign focused on the benefits of upgrading windows and doors, improved energy efficiency, increased natural light, bringing the outdoors in, window wellness guide, exclusive home improvement tips, National Sticker Day email special. And, you know, it's even recognising upcoming national or even international days, as in, you know, days like hashtag Mental Health Awareness Week or those types of things. We're going to go and have a look at some of those in a minute. But it, you know, it will pull in all of that relevant information and create some really amazing personalised ideas.
So Sarah, should we just switch across now to Henry Johnson and just show how you can, it changes based upon who you are. So go to Henry Johnson and let's look at, let's run better ads. So use the prompts for running better ads. Somebody asked about, does it make Facebook content better? Loving all the questions in the Q&A, keep them coming in, and we will,
Ad performance.
Yeah, optimize ad performance. So this is now going to make suggestions for the jewelers and how they can have better ad concepts for Facebook.
There you go.
So there you go.
When analysing and optimising, it's important to focus on a few key strategies: audience targeting, ad creative testing, ad scheduling, ad placement. So it's more of a strategic. But I think maybe we should just go ask it to create some ad copy. So we've asked it how to improve performance, but this will be the personalised bit of the actual copy that it's recommending.
And Sarah, just I want to make one point before we go on. Behind the buttons is that long, complicated prompt that you've got in that Bible. So rather than having to copy and paste a whole prompt, it's already sitting in the technology. That's the other big difference here. It's sitting in the technology and it knows who you are. So over to you.
I love that. I mean, for example, phrases like timeless symbols of love and devotion, exquisite craftsmanship for life's most precious moments. It's delivering you the content that is relevant to your business. I'm going to do one more thing now. I thought I'd go and have a little look at the social media calendar. And
That'd be
what should we go and do? Kiss a Ginger Day?
Pre-sold you, sorry. So we're now going to go to the social media calendar, which is integrated with all of the awareness days throughout the year.
You
So
can see switch between all of them. But there's everything you can think of. We're going to have a look at this, but I mean, every single possible day that you could engage with. And don't dismiss them as, oh, well, that's not really my sort of thing. Because actually what the AI can do is create content for you that does make it relevant, because actually being part of those conversations is incredibly powerful and drives really, really good engagement on your brand in conversations where you wouldn't necessarily be seen. So look at this. I love this. Kiss a Ginger Day. Happy Kiss a Ginger Day. Celebrating uniqueness and love in all its forms. Embrace the fiery spirit and show appreciation for the gingers in your life with a stunning piece of jewellery. I love it. Now, I want to schedule that. So I'm actually just going to go copy. I'm going to come into my marketing suite, my social planner, which is all within the same platform. And this is the social planner dashboard. I'm just going to go create new post. And I'll go Instagram and I'll just paste it in. There you go. There's my lovely content, complete with emojis. Now, we've got this far. I want an image. I need an image. I'm not necessarily going to have the right image to hand. So what we've also got is image AI. So I'm going to put red-haired ladies dancing. Let's see what it comes up with. They're dancing because they're excited, because it's Kiss a Ginger Day. And let's go for a watercolor. There's a whole load of different variations that you can go for. We'll have let's go for 3 different ideas. Just got to move my menu out the way. There you go, generate. This is, I never know what this is going to throw up. It always amazes me. It takes a couple of seconds. Wow.
incredible, isn't it?
How
Absolutely.
wonderful is that? So you've got 3 different ideas. And she's just gorgeous. And you choose one and you literally just hit continue and it just drops it into your post for you.
And Sarah, that's not, you literally, you could ask it to do a picture of the Eiffel Tower. It doesn't care. And how game changing is that? How many companies have we seen who haven't got the resources to deliver what they need to create the noise they need in sort of digital space? And all of the tools are there in front of you, thanks to AI and a little bit of help from your friends at Moby. Sarah, that was amazing. I'm conscious of time, so we're going to jump back to boring old me, I'm afraid, if that's okay. I will open up my deck. And do you want to, I see masses of questions flooding in, Sarah. Do you want to start chewing through some of those?
How are we limited to how many messages we can send? No.
No.
Can you continue to chat with the AI in the same chat?
Yes.
Yes, you can.
Absolutely.
Yes, you can carry on and say, please translate this into Welsh, or please write me a blog based on this content, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, we haven't done translations today, but yeah, you could do that in anything. So transformational for businesses like these. Small businesses would never be able to do that. Sarah did red hair. This is me asking it to create pictures like Van Gogh for the fish restaurant. Again, with the images, you can ask it to do it in the style of. So suddenly you've got an artist on your payroll as well. All of that stuff on the calendar, Sarah, you can see at a glance, everything on a calendar, massive. We're going to quickly run through all of the bits that AI has touching our platform now. So run high-performing ads across a multitude of platforms using AI from the Moby platform. Helps you create the content, create the images, make sure you've got the content absolutely as you want it. You can now build landing pages, funnels, websites, and blogs with AI, all within the Moby platform. You can create automations. You've arrived at this webinar, thank you for coming, or masterclass. but you've had emails from us, you've had text messages from us, and we haven't done that. The automation has done that. You all use AI to follow up anything you're doing, whether it's creating bookings, because content is about getting people into your business. Content is about making people stop and then have a transaction with you. But in order for there to be a transaction, you've got to communicate. And if you don't automate that, it makes life really hard. So you've got automation for appointment setting. You know, if we want to have a follow-up appointment with you, you'll get a link to one of these diaries. It will go in, you'll get automated emails. Sarah's not as busy as she looks, really, because the AI is doing the work for her, apart from when she's brilliant, when she talks to you. I can see everybody's calendar all in one place. You can see what the team's up to. You can, oh, this has been a game changer for us. So all of those DMs you get across all of your different channels, be it Instagram, Facebook, Google My Business, all of the emails, all comes into one inbox. It just makes life so simple when somebody's on a holiday or you've got a client that needs particular support. This again, Sarah, is enabling us to scale our activity massively, isn't it?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm busy typing answers to questions.
Well, so anyway, we're not, but the trouble is you can't automate Zoom yet. We haven't worked that one out yet. So, but not only does it put it in one place, but you can also get the AI to start to respond. So, for example, if you ring our office and for whatever reason the phone isn't picked up, which it should be, but sometimes it's not because the two lines are jammed, you'll get a text back saying, really sorry, we didn't get to you quick enough. Here's how you can book a call with us. And all of that, once you set it up once, is done forever. And you've got a CRM that keeps track of all your comments and all your communications. So even when AI is talking to your customers, you can still go in and see what they're saying. I don't care what size of business you are, but this absolutely changes the game. It will tag people automatically. You see our little tags up here. We know who's registered for the masterclass. We'll be able to talk to you differently from everybody else. Automating reviews. Now, we know from our business that the more reviews you get, the more people trust you, the more people want to do business with you. But the majority of business, even large ones, are really rubbish at it. We've built automations to collect reviews so that you can literally put that on autopilot once it's set up as well. But on-demand reporting for all channels, whether it's social, Facebook, Google, call reporting, agent reporting, appointment setting, all of that information is now in one place. And everything we just showed you earlier on, which brings GPT into the same place as well, and personalizes it for you. So it's not like the GPT that's out there in the native world. This one works just for you, and it enables all of your team to be as good as each other. But you hit the prompt and ask for a question, but you can then go and ask it some more. So one of the things we didn't have here is there's a help with strategy, I think, or I think it might drop down the bottom of the page. We've actually written you some prompts here to say, can Steve Jobs come and help me? I'm not quite sure who the other ones are, but we've got a range of experts that are already plumbed into this. So each one of you can go and ask Steve Jobs, the guy that was just so extraordinary at Apple, to review your messaging. He gives me a slap every single day because his messaging is so clean. You can use him every day just by pressing the button in here. So no more feeling like this. If you do feel like this, hit the blue chat button, and we're there to support you 24/7. As much as anything, I want you to understand how easily you can apply this to your business too, and it's all powered by AI. So Maybe is now a solution that takes guesswork out of connecting with customers digitally. It's a platform your team will love. We've got customers up and down the country and elsewhere that absolutely love us to bits because of the technology and the support we deliver. You can go and try it for free off the platform. There's a £97 a month account that gives you access to most of the social tools, and there's £197 a month that gives you access to everything else. Both are great, and you can go and do that right now. Try it for free for 14 days. But, and the big but is, unless you put the work in, you won't get the results these people have got. So Key Scout Shoes, Lauren Company, all put the sweat in. They came and picked our brains to pieces. They invested a lot of time, and they got a great result. We work with some very big companies too, the UK government and CBRE. And in all of those cases, it's the individuals that lean in and get the work that really, really get the results. So by all means, go and get a free trial. But what we'd really like to talk to you about is taking it a step further. We want to put the racing wheels on your business really quickly. But in order to do that, you need to put some sweat in. So we would like to offer you, everyone on this masterclass, the first opportunity to take part in the Maybe Business Intensive. It starts very shortly. It's a 6-week online course that will take you through step by step creating a digital sales and marketing process. You've got weekly live learning sessions and daily specialist catch-ups. You'll learn how to use AI and automation to transform your business, access to the tools you need all in one place, and you get our help 24/7. So beyond that 24/7 help, you're getting a deep dive learning session, a 2-hour session once a week, and you get daily specialist catch-ups as well. Because honestly, transforming your business to use automation feels incredibly hard to start with. But once you crack it, it is transformational. We want you to, by the end of this 6-week course, to be able to automate your customer service, to be able to automate your client bookings, to be able to change the way, get rid of lots of manual processes in your business. So we talk about, you'll have access to all of our team. None of them, they're beautiful people inside and out, and they have got deep knowledge on how this works. And they're all available to you as part of this intensive. It has 6 topics. We start with introducing you to AI and digital marketing. We move on to personalizing your communication with AI. Topic 3 is optimizing social media and ad campaigns. Topic 4, contact management with CRM tools. Topic 5, automating marketing and business processes. That's everything from making sure people that you miss a call from get a text, through to being able to automate by email and SMS, follow up to any webinars. And then topic 6 is implementing and scaling with Maybe. At the end of the course, you'll have all the knowledge you need as an individual to literally be a rainmaker for any company. You could come in and look at it and think, my word, we can make this so much more efficient by applying automation here. Doesn't matter what stage of the journey you are right now, we will hold your hand through the process so you can understand how to use all the tools. Now, if actually you've got a great CRM in your business already, it doesn't matter. You don't have to use this one, but we'll show you how to plug all the other bits in. If you're already doing one bit of this really well, don't worry. We'll show you how to integrate the bits you're missing, because everybody right now is using multiple tools to achieve the same thing, which makes it really flipping hard work. We are adding with it a massive bonus. So we're charging £9.95 per person for this. It is very limited because we want to give you extraordinary value. And alongside buying the 6-week course, you've got 6 other bonuses. The first one, which I think is extraordinary, I've got an amazing team that will set your account up for you. So all those complicated things around setting up the calls, getting the reviews set up, all of your accounts connected, all the reporting working, that all get done for you. You've got 1 year's business account. So if you've already bought an account from Maybe, don't worry, we will get you set up as well. So you will get, for anyone that's not a client yet, you get a free Maybe Business Plus account. Those that are already clients, will explain how that works for you too. You'll get early access to all of our new features. You'll get daily live expert support sessions. You'll get lifetime access to all of our intensive recordings and training prompts. And big bonus, you help determine what we build next, which is like having your own personal tech team. If there's something that's not working for you and your specific business, we will help you do this. So all of this is included in the business intensive that is £9.95 per person. Why does this matter? It matters because it helps you change the way you do business. We take away the risk. If after a year you can't see any benefit of what you learned, we will give you a full refund, no questions asked. You do need to turn up the training and you do need to implement what we say. But if you go to maybetech.com/go, you can secure your spot right now. I would urge you to crack on because we are limiting numbers on this. It's going to take a massive amount of work from our end to deliver this. My husband calling. You could guarantee you'd call it a critical moment, wouldn't you?
Well, you can. I've got a question. Well, I haven't got a question. I've got like 6 people with the same question.
Yeah.
So one in particular. Well, 2 the same actually. I have 3 businesses. Can I use it on all of them, or do I have to pay 3 times?
Oh, no, great question. So this is per person. So you would buy as a person, and then you'll talk to Sarah about how we set up the businesses for you. So what I ask you to do today is, because we've got some very large companies on here as well, And some of you might want to have multiple people in the business learning this. This is a per person deal to learn how to do digital marketing in the world of AI and automation. And alongside it, you get an extraordinary offer of our technology as well. So make sure you get in. So go to mabitech.com/go. Sarah put the link in the chat for you. If you're an existing client, drop us a message and we'll get in touch with you separately, because this will also set up an account for you. So if you're a multi-account user or you're an existing client, drop us a message. But for those of you that haven't got an account, I beg you, please go to mabitech.com/go and book yourself a spot, because they are really limited. We are not going to do this for a large number of people, and you get just the most incredible value. Just having the account set up for you alone is worth the price that we charge for this, and the price won't stay here for long. You will learn the process from front to big end of how to create content. We'll show you how to find out the best ads that your competitors are running across Facebook, YouTube. We'll show you how to use AI to then replicate winning sales processes to build web forms and ads. We'll show you how the best sales processes are working, how the best upsells are working. We've all been sold to in this way, but actually making it work is really, really hard. And all of the follow-up can be automated, but you need to reserve your seat and you need to do it today, please. We're going to keep this URL open for the next 24 hours. And yeah, I'm amazed at how quickly, my goodness, I can see my phone already beginning to ping, Sarah. Wow. So yeah, your choice really. Are you going to put the wheels onto your company? Are you going to choose sort of slow stone ones, or are you going to charge? Are you going to have something more at the racing slick model? This business intensive is about getting the racing slicks on your business so you can go faster. We're not going to do it for everybody, because it's a massive investment of time and effort from our end, but we want to be able to explain and show other people how well this platform can work for you. You've got AI baked into pretty much every touch point. It would cost you a fortune to do this elsewhere. Please go to mabitech.com/go if you're not a client and go through the process. Please don't miss this chance, because we won't do it. We won't hold this open for long. And if you're an existing client, please message Sarah and just let her know that you'd like to add this to your package. We will make that happen for you too. Everybody pays per person to do this. If you've already got an account, we'll make sure that we add it to your existing account. So if you're an existing client, don't go to the link, drop Sarah a message. If you're not a client yet, if you don't have a Maybe account, please, 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 please go to mabitech.com/go and grab your spot, because they are going to be limited. Just the ability to just determine what happens next on the platform could change your business forever. Literally, the businesses that we've worked with in the past it's extraordinary to look at their journey, and we want to take you there as well. So please don't miss the opportunity. Sarah, if you drop that link into chat, and should I answer some of the questions?
I can't drop it into chat because it's disabled.
Okay, but it's quite simple. mabitech.com/go, and we will we'll send you all the link as well really quickly after this call. But don't delay. It's really important that you get this done. There's a couple of questions about you're on holiday, can you pick up that when you return? Yes, we're going to start the intensive at the beginning of February. Everything will be recorded and you'll have access to it, but you need to reserve your spot now, because we're not going to leave this open for long. You will get extraordinary value, and if you want to bring on other team members as well, drop us a message, because we can have multiple team members as well. Please go to mabitech.com/go. I think we've nearly brought this thing in on time, which is incredible. We had probably far too much content. Would love your feedback. Love to know whether it's been valuable for you. We will be sending out the recording to this masterclass probably tomorrow morning, along with the prompts that we promised you. And remember, all of those prompts we're sending you, those 118 pages, live inside your account in Maybe, are ready and waiting for you. They're tuned to give you answers just for your business. The difference that can make to your company, I promise you, is extraordinary. Let us show you how to get the most out of it. At the end of 6 weeks, you'll be the most valuable person in your business. Don't miss this chance. Go to maybetech.com/go. Couple more questions coming up. Yes, can I do this across multiple companies? Yes, absolutely. Book your slot on now, and then we can work out how you want to do it. I just want to make sure that everybody here, because there are quite a lot of you, get your opportunity. So the answer to most questions with us, Sarah, what's the answer to I say to most questions?
Oh, does this mean we cannot use the prompts if we do not have an account with you?
No, not that. What do I say the question to the answer to most questions is?
That again, sorry.
Yes. What's the answer to most questions?
Oh, yes, absolutely. Always yes.
Yeah. So I just see a question. Does it? You can absolutely use the prompts if you don't have an account with us. You can go and use them in GPT, but you've then got to tell them every time what business you are. So 100%. There's no. You can go and use all of those prompts we've given you in GPT or by yourself. The bit that's really frustrating is it doesn't know who you are. What we will help you do is learn how to use AI for your business. And that is the game changer. So don't get me wrong, GPT is brilliant, but the challenge for you, if you've got more than one person working in your business, is how do you get it to sing in tune? That's what we've cracked. It's extraordinary. Once you start using GPT, you'll realize it's brilliant, but you need it to know who you are. That this is what this fixes. And this program will also help you do automate email, automate your texts, create amazing content with your funnels, execute everything. It stops you getting stuck. Most businesses with digital marketing get stuck somewhere because of all the tools they've got to glue together. What we do is give you the tools and training to master automation and AI with all the tools required to execute it in one spot.
There's a really good question here, actually, about will you be covering how we can improve our Facebook ad performance, because that is the one thing that it's their biggest pain point. And the answer to that is absolutely yes. And the platform also has an integrated Facebook ads tool, which, advertising tool. You can advertise on pretty much any platform you can think of, but it's AI powered. So not only will it help you to create and curate your content, it will help you curate A/B testing, and then it will automatically test your campaigns for you and show your potential customers the content that is working best for you. It is seriously clever. So yes, absolutely is the answer to that one.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And another question here, is all the course done online and delivered on? Yes, it is. We'd love to meet in person, but it's much more efficient to do it online. Yes, it's at 3 o'clock. It's from 3 till 5 o'clock because we've got some customers in the US, so it kind of works from a time zone perspective. So it's from 3 to 5 p.m. There will be a live session. All of it will be recorded. Our daily sessions our live sessions in the morning are at 11 o'clock. But if that didn't work for somebody, we'd find another way to make it work. So you've got, with the course, you've got a daily, you've got a weekly 2-hour session on a particular topic. So topic 1 through to 6, as you can see on the screen, it's all delivered via Zoom, and you get a recording, and you get daily access to experts on each topic. So there's once a week, there's an opportunity, twice a week actually, there's an opportunity to speak to an ad specialist who is running ads right now for clients, delivering extraordinary results. And you get to talk to them, you get to show them your campaigns, and use our tools and our knowledge to help your business deliver sales. So please don't miss the opportunity. Go to maybetech.com/go, maybetech.com/go. Any problems, come and tell us. But please, 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 don't delay. We can only guarantee you a place if you book in the next 24 hours. If there are any slots, possibly they might take some more, but my word, Sarah, my phone's blowing up. Is yours?
Yes, completely. Very exciting. And
Yeah.
another really good question. At one point, you one of your slides, you talk about all the other tools within the platform, not just the social media, scheduling, content, and the personalized AI. They're really interested in whether it includes what's it say here? Funnels, websites, and workflows. Yes, is the answer to that.
Yes, you get
All of
access
those things.
Yeah, so to be clear, you'll get the training and access to pretty much every tool you've ever dreamt of. The thing that drove me mad with running this company was that, I mean, we were spending a fortune on other products that you get one bit working and then you couldn't get the other bit of the company to talk to that bit of the company, or the ads wouldn't push the stuff into the CRM, or the website didn't connect to the funnel. And oh my word. So we really doubled work down last year and just said, right, hang on, how do we pull this all into one roof, under one roof? And then with AI, make the AI available inside the tool as well. So as Sarah demoed, you can create images, you can craft ads, but it's all under one hat. And so your team are all using one tool rather than all rushing off, and you get rid of the bits of string that tying everything together, because I'm fed up with gaffer tape. You just need it in one place, and you need AI baked into it. And remember that what you're seeing today is the sort of the first release of this. Some of the underlying tech is already used by millions of businesses. It's really robust, it's really secure, but it is evolving all of the time and improving all the time. And you all get access to that forever. You're going to get the training forever. You obviously have to maintain your annual subscription to the platform. As I showed you at the beginning, that is buttons compared to what it does. But you will get access to lifetime updates. Who knows what else is going to be added, and you're buying access to that right now. So if you want to be ahead of the game, if you want to nail those racing slicks onto your business, I really suggest, please, 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 go to maybetech.com/go, and we want to make you all absolutely shine and get off to a cracking start to 2024. Sarah, we got, oh my God, well, there's so many questions coming in. Do you continue chat? Yes. So a few questions around, can you continue the chat can you continue the AI chat when we were demoing the AI? Yeah, I think that's a really good question. So we were showing you the prompts. Sarah did a great demo of the prompts. But what's really interesting, that Sarah, isn't it, is that you can ask, for example, around the Facebook ads, but then you can create still ask more and more questions, so that you stay in that same theme around Facebook ads, for example, and you can just pick that expert's brain even further. So, for example, if you use the part of the prompts that's saying what would Steve Jobs say about this thing, you can basically go and pick his brain around anything you like. So yeah, in the same way that you can use ChatGPT, you can do the same within the Maybe platform, but with the knowledge that it knows who you are intrinsically with every single prompt. And it stores it for you so you can see your history, but not just you, your whole team. Another big difference from GPT is that with ChatGPT, it's all locked away just for you. Nobody else can see it. Here, it's open to your team. We are actually looking at how we can permission it, and later this year you'll start to see that as well, so you can have secret conversations and public conversations. But right now, all of the prompts are available to all of your team, and you can ask for expert advice within it. And I think that's a big game changer, because getting your team to do their best work faster is about encouraging everybody to use the tool, and that makes this really easy. Still more and more questions coming in, Sarah. We said this would run to 5. I'm quite happy to stay on here and answer questions until everybody's been answered. Sarah, are you happy to stay with me?
I am. I do have a hard stop at 5:30 though.
Okay, well, there you go. Here we promised to everybody we will stop at 5:30, but there's so many questions still coming in. We'll keep answering them. Sarah, where should I start? Question here about funnels. Yeah, is it the same as ClickFunnels? Yeah, it's the same as ClickFunnels. It does exactly what ClickFunnels does, all included. Plus, you're getting a 6-week intensive training program so that you know how to use it. Because I don't know about you, but I've bought so much software, and then thought, I don't know how to use this. What do I do? And this intensive cracks that. If you've ever felt lonely when you're trying to buy software, trying to use software, this is about helping you use it. But not only that, it's using the platform, but using it and using the AI as well. And my word, it will deliver something incredible. Sarah, can you use your own domain is another question. Yeah, absolutely. You just tell it the domain you want it to be, and that's part of the platform setup. We will help you through all of that to make it really simple. So with those that book the intensive, you will be able to, all of that domain stuff will just get set up for you. So all of that, anything complex, emails, yeah, all of that, the answer is yes to everything. All of those things are done. It's your domain, it's your email address, but that will all get dealt with for you as part of the business intensive setup. If you don't go that route, then you need to work it out yourself using our 24/7 chat support. But this way you get hands-on help to guide you through it.
Another question, which I think is really good, because this is one of the tools that we've utilised and has made such a massive difference to us and our customer service, is our conversations tool. So where you can you probably be more articulate than I am in explaining it, but you can effectively connect your telephone number, take calls or listen to calls, respond by text, respond by email. It's really clever, isn't it? You're probably better to expand on that one, Polly.
Yeah, so the conversational AI in this, you can get things like the chat widget on your website to answer questions automatically, and the same in your inbox as well, and asking it to respond to phone calls. Yeah, we can show you all of that. And there's also great plans around voice AI as well in the future. So yes, automations galore, and we'll show you how to do it. There's a question here about something about what time of day. We've got a couple of overseas people asking what time they will be. Yeah, so 3 p.m. UK is when the training will be delivered. The chat is 24/7. Everything will be recorded, so nobody will ever miss anything. And the other key thing with this training is we want you to succeed. So if somebody has a real drama, we will make it work for you. So please don't feel like you'll be left out. You will get a member area just for this process. And I've got people messaging me on WhatsApp as well as now. I can't get with that. To put my phone over. We will make it work for you. So and yeah, there's a question around. I've just seen a question just now around somebody with quite a lot of employees they'd like to put on it. Yes, absolutely. Message Sarah, and we will make sure that we can get all of your team on. As long as you go and buy one place today, I guarantee you. And actually, on the order form, you can bulk buy. So there is a limit to this. So if you'd like to get a bunch of people on this program right now, go through the order process, and you can just choose a number and put them on. But yeah, anybody that buys in the next 24 hours, Sarah, I'm overwhelmed by the response we're getting here. Anybody that buys in the next 24 hours, I guarantee you your place, and we will make it work. Outside of that, that you might not get a spot. So please make sure you book for yourself and as many team members as you need today. If you're an existing client, drop Sarah a message. She's sarah@maybetech.com, sarah@maybetech.com, with how many of your team you want if you've already got a Maybe account, and she'll get straight back to you to get you set up. You have been the most amazing crowd. What a fantastic number of questions, Sarah. Other one here, do you have on-demand training videos too? Yes, we have on-demand training videos too. So I think we've fed our customer service bot about 2,000 different articles on AI and our product. And I think there are 500 different videos, separate videos, and about another, oh my word, there's so much. But yeah, you've got training videos, chat support. We've really thrown the book at this as to how to help you do it. So yes, on-demand training videos too. Can you go back and recap the monthly subscription to the software? Can you go back and recap the monthly subscription software? So somebody wants to know if I just want to go and buy the software. It's £97 a month for just the social tools, and it's £197 a month for everything. But with that, you just get the 24/7 chat support. You don't get this hand holding. You don't get the 6-week training course. With the 6-week training course, it's £995, and you get the equivalent of a £2,000 product in with it. It's extraordinary value. Crazy. What was I thinking, Sarah? Crazy woman. Does that answer your question on that one? I think that covers it. So yeah, basically it's cheaper to buy the training than it is to buy the product, but you do need to pay for it upfront. if you're buying multiple training, if you're buying multiple training sessions, do you get enough seats in the software? Yes. If you're buying multiple training sessions for a company, you will absolutely have enough seats on the software as well. We're really friendly, we're really approachable. Whatever your problem, we will definitely be able to accommodate you, because we're like that, aren't we, Sarah?
Yes.
Mm.
Can you go back and recap the monthly subscription to the software? Oh, that's what you've just done. Fine. Somebody else just asked the same thing. So yes, the monthly subscription. And then there was another question about the on-demand training. What sort of length of the training videos?
Oh, interesting. So our training videos range from about 2 minutes to 15 minutes. So our on-demand stuff is really nice and bite-sized, and lets you just do a thing. So if you want to, I don't know, learn how to create a caption on an Instagram post or something, it's a crazy idea, or build a custom audience, it's just 5 minutes on that thing. It's not War and Peace. The training sessions are chunky, they're 2 hours long, and will involve a bit of activity and some homework and all that sort of stuff to make learning happen. But the on-demand stuff is designed to really be bite-sized and get you fix the problem you've got, but it will also recommend other articles that will help. So it shows you the thing you've asked for, and it shows you other recommended content too. Don't let me one question here, which is, do you get real people on live support too? Yes, absolutely. So if we watch, we have a really big system that lets us monitor how the customer service is going, and if you ask us, I want to speak to a person, it hands you over to one of us straight away. But actually that happens very little, Sarah. We're feeling a bit lonely, aren't we? Because the AI is so good at answering people's questions. Genuinely, we couldn't do it any better. And I want to help you see how you can do that for your businesses too, because it is very good at getting it right. But it's based upon 5 years worth of knowledge from us supporting our technology. So I suppose it's not surprising. So we've still got so many people on the call. Thank you guys. It's really nice to feel so. This is a new format for us. How many? Another question. Does the price exclude VAT? Yes, it does exclude VAT. VAT will be that. No, it's a VAT inclusive price. So the VAT is that price includes
Yes.
VAT. Yes,
Is included. Yeah.
How many languages are available? Oh my word, too many to count. I think that's a really good question. I don't know the answer to.
I think it was just over 200.
Yeah, I was going to say 200. Yeah, 200.
And certainly for local authority clients and things, we're delivering training in, we must have 40 different languages. Because such diverse populations that they're trying to support.
Urdu, Welsh, incredible. Yeah, no, multiple languages, multiple languages. Oh my word, so many questions. I think we've covered most of this off. Has anybody got any specific questions right now? Is everybody? Let me know if you've bought. Go on, drop a yes in here. I can see my phone going ping. What I want to know is that anybody still on the call that's got questions that are stopping them making a buy decision on this. And the existing clients, please drop questions to Sarah.
I've got plenty.
Okay. So for an existing client that would like to be part of the business intensive, drop us a note. If you are not yet using the Maybe platform, please go to maybetech.com/go. This is version 2 Maybe. We are there may be some legacy people on this call. If in doubt, just go through it. maybetech.com/go. Get your place, and we'll sort. So we'll sort you out. Lots of yeses. Love that. Thank you all so much. I think you've been the most amazing audience. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, team, for helping us deliver this. And I'm looking forward to getting you all up and running. So, Sarah, I think we've covered off the lots of questions, but I think we've covered off the main threads. I'm going to say good night. Thank you so much. Anybody got any final questions? We covered, aren't we?
Yeah, I've been back through them all. I don't think there's anything we haven't yet answered. If there is any further questions, do feel free to email, well, either go to mabitech.com and ask in the chat, because there is chat on front of site, or email me. I'm Sarah, SARAH, at mabitech.com. And one way or another, we'll answer the questions for you. No problem.
And you'll have a follow-up email from us tomorrow with the recording on it, and the mabitech.com/go link on it. That will be available until this time tomorrow. Please don't delay, don't miss your chance, because looking at this, I'm overwhelmed, delighted, and really excited to get you all up and running. It's going to be absolutely awesome. You're going to learn to be just genius, and I can't wait. I'm so looking forward to it. Question here actually, Polly, will you be part of the training? Yes, I will. But I'll also bring people that are much better than me too. So you get my craziness and people that are really, really good at their specific section of this. They're a great team, Sarah, aren't they?
Yes.
Yes.
Amazing people.
So thank you all very much. And I look forward to meeting you again very soon. Email coming your way. Don't forget to go to mabitech.com/go and we will be sending you an email tomorrow with the recording, with your prompts, with a link to this. And any questions, doesn't matter what they are, do get in touch. And Sarah will answer them for you. Who knows, you might get a little bit of AI. Who knows, will you even know the difference? That's frightening. Just to confirm, we're both real. We're not avatars. We are the real deal. We're real human beings. Thank you for being here, and speak to you very soon.